Good news is, guys, my bird problem is over with. The bad news is something got into the nest and ate all of our little baby birds. Mama Robin hung out here for about a day, and now she's gone. There was some feathers and parts on the ground, and I don't know, it's a sad day. We did what we could. But ultimately, I think it might have been a raccoon or a cat got up in here and took care of the nest. So let's take a moment to remember Mama Robin. Okay, and now we're going to get busy making firewood. And today is interesting because I have a number of beech logs. I haven't had any in a long time. And I don't remember if I've ever run beech through the 405. I have already loaded a couple of them. I'm getting the others ready. I'm going to run these beech logs and just stack them off to their side because it's kind of a neat wood. And I'll show you what the others look like over here. Come on. Beech is a harder wood. It's kind of unique. It's not stringy, but it doesn't split easy either. It is just a tough wood. It resembles maple a lot. However, beech bark is more gray and smooth, and it's kind of brittle, where maple bark just pulls off and it's real flexible. Beech is super brittle. From my experiences, it has a super nice aroma. If you've heard of beech nut chewing gum, it's kind of a spicy smell to it. These are the leaves. They kind of look like elm leaves, but they are they're leathery. They got jagged edges on them. So in this area of the world, guys, it's known as the beech maple belt. So there was something about the beech and the maple tree. They grow together in harmony, and they choke out the entire forest floor. Their canopies just dominate the forests, and it won't allow anything else to grow. So we had a bunch of beech and maple trees in this part of the country. Beech seems to have gotten thinned out now, but we got them here today. And I'm curious to see how these go through that perfect split knife on the 405. I keep the control panel covered on this machine. I don't see any reason not to. Yes, the thought is getting this put under a roof, but it's got to be under the right situation. I got to make sure I'm going to stay here. Got to make sure that everything is in agreement. And then I got to figure out how high it's got to be. It's got to clear the crane. It's got to clear the cables. So we are going to get there. It is super hot out here, by the way. Those logs that have been delivered, I started processing them, and they are very dry, and all the bark comes off of them. So I've been piling it over here just to stay on top of things. They are messy. The bark comes off. There's all chunks flying everywhere. So that's why you see a lot of this stuff around. On the weekends, I have cleanup day, and we get all this cleaned up. I have been staying on top of the cleaning this up pretty good. I've impressed myself. But this is just my pre-check now of getting this machine started up. I'm going to check the chain, make sure it's tight. I check my bar and chain oil. It is good. I make sure my sawdust bin isn't overflowing. It is good. I make sure I remember to take the cover off the engine. I checked the oil on the engine. It is good. And I checked the hydraulic fluid level on the machine, and it is good. So all of those goods mean we can fire up the big red machine and get this Beech made into firewood. This is not a very big load. I hope this goes fast. Stand back and enjoy the show. That was tough, guys. Beech is tough wood, and I don't know if the video is, if you can get a sense, but you know, this was the most I've seen that ram strain. It still had the power to go through it, but all the other hardwoods that I do, I mean, it just goes right through it. But this is just tough wood. Beeches, come on over here, let's look at it. It's kind of orangish, and you can totally smell it. It's not like a really strong smell though. It's just a very faint, but there is a spicy note to it. And I have had people specifically ask for beech smokers. So there's something to it. My thought was, I had a number of these logs. They were all in the same spot in my pile. I'm just gonna run them all through the machine, and I'm just gonna stack them off to themselves because I think I can charge a premium for this. One of the things I've learned about firewood is a species-specific order commands a higher price. Every log you're going to start finding knots, and this certainly tested the power of the 405, but it had enough to go through it. just seems like maple, cherry, and stuff. I mean, it just blasts right through that wood. The Beech, it had the strain. And for me as an operator, I gotta get better at, because I can control the speed of the power of the saw, and I keep forgetting to do it every time we start filming. So when you heard that engine bogging, that's an adjustment that I can make on the control panel. I can dial back the speed that the saw arm comes down, and then that helps feather out all of the cutting, keeps the RPMs up on the machine. And there you go, guys. A load of American Beech ran through a Finland-made firewood processor here in Northeast Ohio. I hope you like this, and I hope you like watching the 405 strain under some tough wood. But Beech, I like it. I kind of love this firewood. I could take this every day. All right, guys, I hope you like this. Everyone have a great day.